So we are here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield.
And this is home to the GB Para Badminton squad.
I'm Richard Morris, I'm the Para GB head coach.
So I'm Dan Bethel, I'm a GB Para Badminton player.
Kristen Coombs, GB Para Badminton player.
I'm Rachel Chung, GB Para Badminton player.
I'm Jay Sheffield, I am in the SH6 category and I play men's singles and mixed doubles with Rachel Chung.
Jack jumped into the performance centre sessions that we had and the club sessions and just got involved with all the able-bodied juniors and really started to progress. Badminton England looked for someone to have a look at the para programme in England. It was very small back in 2012, 2013. It wasn't very big at all, but there was definitely a demand for it. So we tried our best to set up some camps on a weekend where we could all get together and try and learn as a para community. And then one thing led to another and we got into the Paralympics and full-time programme in Sheffield. It was quite a steep curve, let's put it that way.
Yes, and still in Tokyo was amazing in a lot of ways. Sort of being part of that first British squad to go to a Paralympics and to come home with the first Paralympic medal for GB was incredibly special. Childhood dream to win a Paralympic medal, but I think it's once I got that silver, like it was always a bittersweet moment of not getting quite over the line in the final. So yeah, hopefully going for gold in Paris.
Yeah, the EIS in Sheffield here is amazing. It's got everything. We've got a few other sports here as well. GB boxing here, para table tennis, wheelchair basketball used to be here as well. But I think it's just been an amazing experience to have it here, and it's awesome.
It feels amazing to be the first female to represent GB in the para badminton. It's an exciting opportunity for me. I of course want to go out there, show some good performances, hopefully produce some medals, and it's exciting that I can be the first, but I'm also very excited that I'm certain I won't be the last.
Generally the guys train 2 sessions a day and then they have S&C between 2 and 5 times a week, depending on the player. The on-court and the S&C is heavily altered towards their discipline and their disability as a whole. So for example, someone like Danny will spend a lot more time in the gym than someone like Sheps, for example, and Sheps can do more on-court than Danny could. But it just means you have to prioritise when you have little time in a certain area. You just got to make sure you really get the most out of each session, and the same in S&C, making sure the body's ready to run up and down a half court for the best part of 2 hours.
Yeah, so in Tokyo I only played one event, which was the men's singles. So coming into Paris, now playing 2 events in the singles and the mixed doubles. It obviously changes a lot throughout the day. Could have 2 or 3 matches a day. So then that changes preparations. So usually if you just play one event you could go home and recover, whereas now I've got to recover and re-energise, ready for the next game. So it just changes things, but I quite like it because it keeps your day busy and more replicates training where we're doing lots of hours and things. So it suits me really well and I'm looking forward to doing it on the big stage in Paris.
Yeah, it was amazing getting all the kit, just to see rails of clothes in all different sizes. I'm very, very petite, so yeah, there was still a few bits there that didn't fit me very well, but it was nice that we could have our alterations guy. He was there, he pinned a lot of stuff for us. It's gone off to him to get altered.
Tokyo was obviously very strange with the whole COVID situation. We were in this big 13,000 seater stadium with no fans in it, so it was very quiet in there, but in some ways that helped us, I think, because we're used to travelling around the world, not playing in front of massive crowds, so actually not having the massive crowd atmosphere actually probably suited us in a lot of ways. And I think for the whole games atmosphere, I'd never been to a Paralympics before, so I didn't really know what I was missing, where some of the athletes who went to Rio and London and were talking about these amazing crowds and experience, I never experienced that, so it wasn't that different for me. But I think going into Paris, sort of 6,000 seater stadium, it's going to take a lot of getting used to for me and for every athlete. We've never experienced a crowd like that. I think the French crowd in particular can be very sort of loud and vocal and everything. Watching the Paris Olympics was amazing, and just to hear the noise, it was very loud, so that's something we'll have to get used to very quickly.
Yeah, no, so, well, me and Jack are actually really good friends. We have been for ages. We've known each other before we even came onto this programme, and then when we came on together, it was such a positive environment for both of us. We knew that it would make us both such better players. Obviously being able to have, at the time, we were 1 and 2 in the world, so to be able to have us two battling it out against each other, match play against each other, was just awesome. And you can see, you know, up till now, what we've got from it and how much better we both are. And you know, we've got two different styles of play as well, which has obviously helped each other, I think. And
yeah, you winning the Europeans in both the singles and mixed gives me a lot of confidence going into Paris. Obviously beating their homeboy in the final was a great achievement, and hopefully if I get to face him again we get the same result. But yeah, a great tournament back then, and we take a lot from that moving into Paris. And
yeah, so half-court singles, it's definitely probably the marathon version of badminton. Like, I've had matches that go over 2 hours, like quite comfortably. So I think my sort of average match is definitely over an hour. So I'm on court a long time. So yeah, my training, a lot of it is around sort of that, getting that physicality, that conditioning, being on court for a long time, and then making sure S&C is a big thing for me, particularly with a disability. For para athletes, it's really important to be as strong as you can, particularly on my weak side, to get that as strong as possible. So yeah, that S&C conditioning is massive for me to be good at half-court singles. Yeah,
we have a tailor that we use, that each player tailors into a tournament in their own specific way. Luckily for us, we had a good 5 or 6 goes at it in the last 2 years, so we feel like we've got a very good understanding of how to tailor each athlete individually. And yeah, we've just repeated that. Nothing's new leading into Paris. We don't want to turn over any stones that we don't know yet. So yeah, just as the norm, and we feel like we're in a very good place at the moment. So yeah, all is good.
So we hope you enjoyed this video showcasing the incredible work the GB Para team are putting in.
So please tune in to the Paralympic Games starting on the 28th of August and give these incredible athletes your support in their quest for gold.
And as always, if you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe button and head over to our Instagram and give us a follow.